Okay, it's time for the next Chef Ramsay chicken or frozen meal review. And this one is the chicken pot pie. And actually this is the second time I tried to cook this one because the first time the dough was like, like this top dough thing. It was all raw underneath whenever I cooked it in the oven. So what I did this time was I cooked the dough separately in the oven so it wouldn't stay raw touching the liquid in the bowl. So now it kind of looks like the picture to me. You see how it's kind of on the side, like the dough's on the side? Anyway, the filling was really good. I just didn't like the raw dough on the first one. So I'm trying this again so I can review it with the cooked dough, cooked pastry on top. That's really good. This dough is nice and flaky. I saw a bunch of flakes on it somewhere. I was like, oh, I gotta show that to the camera. Yum. You know, this tastes a little different than the other Chef Ramsay meals because it's not as gourmet tasting. It's more like down-home comfort food tasting. And what I said about this chicken pot pie is probably, like, if you imagine a really good chicken pot pie, this would be it. It tastes better than if your grandma cooked it. It's so good. So what I did was I just cooked it in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Then I took the pastry out the top and put it on the little baking sheet beside this and let it bake on the other side because the other side was still raw, that was touching the liquid. And now it's delicious. The sauce is real savory, like it's not sweet. It's got peas and carrots and potatoes, chicken in there. It's kind of close to a gravy tasting sauce. It's delicious. It's perfect. So for a score for this, I think I would get this again because it really satisfies your craving for chicken pot pie. So for a score, 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best, I would give this, I'll probably say an 8. And for me, that's a really high score because I'm hard to please. So I think I've reviewed all the Chef Ramsay meals except for one. And it's because it was out of stock at the store where I went to. And that's the fish and chips. And the fish and chips has really bad reviews that I looked up. And that's why I actually cooked this separate, because the reviews I watched on this one, the people would pull this up and it'd be like stringy dough hanging down from it, from the pastry. So that's why I was trying to get my pastry cooked really well, so I wouldn't have their same results, but when I cooked it the first time, I had their same results. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Bye then.